Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, Instagram. Hey, Corey. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, YouTube. Who's joining in over there? Boo and Buster. Hello. I'm just putting on a little Three Wise Men. I feel like I can use it today. For those of you who are subscribed to my newsletter, I sent it out today and just saying that I am so out of sorts and I haven't been able to put my finger on it. And then just as I was putting Instagram live, I caught the astrology update for the day. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, that explains a few things. So here I am. Anyhow, let's get started with this card reading. So is everyone doing okay? Feel free to put in the chat. Things are good. Things are challenging. Communication's off. Communication's been great. How are you? Hey, Kathy. Yes, happy birthday to Bodhi. Thank you. My little monkey. He's 12. Hey, Laurie. He's 12 and he's the cutest little thing, and he gets a summer cut. And when he gets a summer cut, he looks just like a little puppy and a panda cub. So good. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it, Boom Buster. Hey, Cecilia. Okay, Stacy, hello. Yeah, so let's get rolling. So this week, as you all know, I don't have to tell you, we are ending August, going into September. Wow. So the reading this week is for August 30 through September 5. And as you know, it's more or less, right? Like it's not fixed, it's more or less. I'll pull cards for the general reading, and then after that, I will pull cards for any questions or requests. So I would ask that you just hold off on those, putting them in the chat, just so I don't miss them. The card deck I'm going to use this week for the general reading is Inner Glow, which I love. So let's get some cards. So I pull some cards, and then as you know, even though I say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's not always fixed and hard and fast, right? So take the cards as they resonate with you. But let's get a card. All that being said, let's get a card for Monday and Tuesday, which is you. A card for Wednesday and Thursday. Rising Vibes. Hey there. A card for Wednesday and Thursday is you. And a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So next weekend is the long weekend for the U.S. Guess we don't have to worry about that today. Okay, let's get Monday, Tuesday. I see a message in there from Rising Vibes. You know how to do some really fancy things on YouTube. I don't know how to do any of that. Okay, Monday, Tuesday. Focus. Okay, I'm going to take this for me. Ground and shield. Here you go, YouTube. Ground and shield. So last week's cards were really motivational, really uplifting, really like spot on, encouraging, on fire, go do it. Let's see what this week is. But starting off the week, ground and shield. If you need to do some grounding, make sure you do some grounding. So I will use me as an example. Today I am out of sorts. I cannot identify why or what it is. And I'm not obsessing about it and trying to make sense of it, but I am very aware of it. And I recognize I need to be grounding so that I don't feel so out of sorts. So if you are feeling that way at the beginning of the week, or communication is going to be a theme for this week, then always come back to that grounding. And shielding's really important. So if you're doing any work like this, or if you do any other kind of energy work, make sure you're doing your shielding. Make sure you're setting your energetic boundaries, right? Clearing that as well after your work and before. I actually just did a clearing for myself before this reading because I felt like something was off, right? I'll probably say this 16 times in the reading. So I was like, I gotta move that stuff out. So keep that in mind for this week as you head into the week. Wednesday, Thursday, detox. Okay, so there's a little theme going here. Here's detox for Instagram. And then YouTube, here is detox. So grounding and shielding, taking care of yourself, getting centered, anchoring down for anything that you've got to be doing, and detoxing, letting stuff go, letting the stuff. I was just saying I cleared myself because I felt like I just had some attachment of some sort and I needed to move that out. That's a form of detox. So take care of yourself. Think about also what's going on in your mind. Again, communication is a theme this week. So what's going on up here and what do you have to let go of? Do you find yourself repeating thoughts? Do you find yourself imagining what the conversation is going to be like with someone? That's really, if you catch yourself doing that, really take a look at it and catch yourself and say, because that will take you down some nasty stuff. So detox. And think about what you're putting in your body too, right? Like mind, spirit, physical. What are you putting in there? Do you need to cut back on something? Have you sort of been overdoing something? Have you been, I saw something on this card I've never seen before. Oh, I have got to show you this. I have never seen this before. And I hope you can see it. Can you see this, Instagram? You see detox right here. Can you see that? I don't know, YouTube. Right underneath her, there's a word, and it says doubt. Oh, I've never seen that. So keep that in mind. Is there doubt? Again, what are you saying? What are the words you're saying? What are the conversations you're having, right? Is there doubt? Detox. That is very interesting. Okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, all right. Plain and simple, now. If you, first of all, ground, shield, detox, now. But if you are at a crossroads, perhaps, at the end of the week, if you've got some things that are like, should I, shouldn't I? The message is now. So do it. No more sitting back and saying, well, maybe I'll just wait just a little bit longer. The cards are saying now. It's also, this reading also very much is about taking care of yourself now. So I'm going to draw one more card out of this deck just to see what the next card on the top is here. Because I feel like the week is setting us up for a really big clearing. Also, we will be coming into the new moon shortly, not quite yet, but shortly. And so this is the time we are still letting go from that full moon. When we get into that dark of the moon, it's really like push all that stuff out. Remember, this is the second full moon in Aquarius in a row, right? So really ground, shield, detox, push all that out now. That is the time to do it before we start moving into the new moon energy of what is it that we're going to bring about in our life, right? We got to clean some stuff out. Let's see what that next card is. I just feel like it needs to come up. Meditate. So, same thing. If you've got something, you're not sure, you've got a decision to make, Go still, go quiet. If you're trying to figure out what's bugging you, grounding and shielding, go still and figure it out. It's not going to come from external. If you need to be detoxing because you're just feeling like something isn't right with you, it's not aligning with you, go into stillness and figure out what it is. Get in touch with it. It will arise. It will come up. And now make that decision, make that choice, make the movement now. And the meditate is here to help you move through all of that. So whatever your meditation practice is, it doesn't have to be sitting on a pillow for 45 minutes, right? It can be brushing your teeth and just being super mindful and aware of where you are and letting your mind be still. That can be meditating. Going for a walk without your phone, without talking, and just listening to everything around you and not up here, that is a form of meditation. So whatever way you do that, take some time in stillness this week. Okay, that's it for this week. Good morning to Sydney. All right, so does anyone have any questions or requests? I did see something here for Rising Vibes. Let me see what this says. Driving, she's always listening. Driving but listening. I posted my grand opening video today if you want to see it. Thanks in advance for the reading. So Rising Vibes for you folks on YouTube, you can check out, she just opened a shop in Omaha, I'm pretty sure. So give her some support and even just go to her video and like it. That will help other people find her shop. So if you can do that. Okay, Boo and Buster, can I have a card please for the week? Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for your kind question. Alice, thanks so much. I actually had a day of funky energies yesterday, so possible it's like a collective thing happening. So glad to know I was. Yeah, it's just funky. I'm not too worried about it, but I'm mindful of it. I figured that little bugger out. Okay, let's get a card for Boo and Buster. How about Sacred Traveler? I love this deck. I'll just say that about every deck I have on the table. Okay, perfect timing. At a stoplight, I'd love a card. Yes, Rising Vibes, we will get to you. Laurie, I would love a card for the upcoming busy week. Ooh, busy week. Yes. Yes, it will be a busy week, won't it? Yes. Okay, so we're working on Boo and Buster. Then we have Rising Vibes and Laurie. And so these are general message for Boo and Buster. What message does Boo and Buster need for this week? Fellow travelers, support is all around you. How lovely is that? So for Instagram, for you, YouTube, fellow travelers, support is all around you. The thing that sticks out for me in this card is there's a human, there is a peacock, and there is what I believe is a cat. And so support is all around you. Two peacocks. As if to say your support can come in all different ways, right? It's not necessarily people like you, right? Like we sometimes gravitate toward people who resonate with us or believe the things we believe or, that type of thing. But it doesn't mean other people cannot be supportive to us. And support can come in different ways and it can come in different messages. And the people that maybe you would least likely look to for a message may be the ones who may be delivering something for you. So having a look at that card again. And it's also a really nice Reminder to be grateful for your tribe, your fellow travelers, right? Appreciating that, celebrating that you have that in your life. How wonderful that you have that support all around you. And also, I think going along with this week of the cards is saying you have the support to do the work. So if there's something that you're looking to detox, a decision you're looking to come, make or move, you've got the support around you to do that. That's really lovely. Okay, rising vibes. So rising vibes would like a card. Laurie would like a card. You're welcome, rising vibe. Laurie, I can go back to Sacred Traveler for you if you would like to. Corey, could you pull 2 cards? I wouldn't usually ask for 2 is calling me. Going through big, great changes at the moment, listening to my inner voice. Okay, let's get Laurie and let's get Rising Vibes and Laurie, and then Corey will come back over here. Oh, Boo and Buster, good, yeah. I like that card, it felt nice. Okay, Rising Vibes, I'm going to Cosmic Cat for you. I feel like, your shop, all that energy, you're bringing in new people, you're opening up to people. Let's get that for Rising Vibes. So a card for Rising Vibes out of Cosmic Cat. What card can you bring for Rising Vibes? For general message. Ooh. B, non-action. Here you go, Instagram. B, non-action. And I think this goes with, so a few things. We had the now card show up, right? To say now is the moment. But we also had the meditate card to show up. So I think this is this week saying there are going to be times where maybe not taking action, maybe not making that quick move might be best. And so it's just be. It doesn't mean you have to not take action for 6 days, but maybe in that moment, just be with that information for a moment. Sort of, the fellow traveler card for Boo and Buster is to say, you've got support around you, so don't rush and don't worry. It's there. So I think this card here, Rising Vibes, is saying just make sure that you have a lot going on. You're opening this shop. You're doing all of these things. Make sure there's some be moments. Choose non-action. Make sure there's some of that time. And look at the cat, rolling in the grass. So also make sure that you are taking time for yourself just to be and not worry about the shop. Not worry about YouTube. Not worry about any of that stuff. Just take some time to be. Just those little minutes make a big difference. Okay, let's get a card for Laurie here. We'll go to Sacred Traveler. Yes, and you will be traveling this week. So let's get Laurie. There you go. A card for Sacred Traveler. That flew out. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Here you go, Instagram. So this week, we see arches in this card. And oftentimes when we think about weddings, we think about arches, going through arches, moving forward, right? There's if it's an outdoor wedding, there's usually an arch. So you have this here. Lots of blessings around that. Being with family is a blessing, right? Showering your life. And then take those blessings and share them with others. You have a lot. And so share that rainbow, share that The arch, welcomes. What's at the other side of the rainbow but a pot of gold on each side, right? There's a lot there. This is the colors of our chakras, right? Like they're all there. So, yeah, really beautiful for your week. I like the white flowers also, sort of symbolizing that purity and that unity. This also has, yeah, other elements in here, which to me is also talking about our chakras as well. We see a little bit of everything in here. So really beautiful. Okay, coming back to Corey. So Corey had a question, Alice had a question, and Kathy. Okay, so let's get back here to Corey. Corey's question is, please could you pull 2 cards? I wouldn't usually ask for 2, but 2's calling you. Going through big, great changes at the moment. Listening to my inner voice. Yeah, well, that sounds like time for our trusty Rider-Waite tarot here, is what that sounds like. Because one thing that, oops, I have it upside down. One thing to know about tarot, if you aren't tarot readers yourself, is tarot cards do not mess around. There's no masking anything here. Tarot goes straight to what it is you need. So let's get some cards here for Corey. We have cards for Corey for his big changes. Let's have past, present, and future for Corey. Cards here for Corey. Big changes. Okay. All right. So Corey, I just did a quick past, present, future. So in the past, things were fantastic. Great sun. You celebrating all of your accomplishments. Here you go. YouTube. That was in the past. Lots of light around you, following your passion, things working out wonderfully. Doesn't mean that it has stopped. But now we come right now, and you talked about lots of changes and listening to your inner voice. That is this 4 of Swords. That is exactly what the 4 of Swords is it is going within and retreating from the battle out there. That is the meditate card. So this Swords is retreating from everything that's going on up here. So all of the things that you have, the changes, the things you're going, you said, I'm listening to your inner voice. That is this card. That is the present. Okay. The future is, and again, folks, I don't fortune tell. I was on the phone with someone today and she said, I think you're doing your fortune telling thing. And I said, I don't do that. Please don't say that. So the future is entirely up to you. This is guidance and potential. And it is the 8 of Cups, which is to say, you are ready to be moving forward. You are ready to leave things behind and move onward in your journey. The 8 is related to the Strength card. So the Strength is your inner knowing and your ego. Which one is it going to be? Well, this, as a result of going within, is saying you can come and you can walk away from that feeling pretty good. Okay. Cups are our emotions. It's our relationships. It's our love, our intuition. You're not leaving your emotions and intuition behind, but what you're doing is whatever it is of that sort of realm, you're ready to heal and walk away from it. The other card that came out here is the Page of Wands, which is perfect because you said there's a lot of changes. And so the Wands is your personal power. It's your passions. It's your action. It's your movement. And the Page is the student saying, all right, let's take a look at this. What can we do with this? Let's do it. So coming with things with some fresh eyes. So the changes you're going through, I would say, you know, you had your moment in the sun, you haven't lost it, but remember what that felt like. Yes, remember what that felt like. Take time out, go within, do exactly what you're doing, listening to your inner voice. It will bring you to a place where you are ready to move on. And as a result, you'll be looking at things with fresh new eyes and a thrill and an excitement and a renewed energy to go after what it is you're looking for. Okay. So I don't usually do that kind of reading on Sunday Synergy, but I was glad to do that, Corey. Thank you for asking and just being upfront with it. I appreciate that, and I'm glad to have done that. Okay, coming over here, Laurie, I really like that card. Thank you. Funny, the rainbow stuck out to me in the previous card. Nice. Angie and Julie, hey, could I have a card? Could I get a reading? Okay, so Kathy, I'd like to request a card as well. General guidance. Okay, so let's get a card for Kathy. I saw Alice requested a card, and then coming back here for Angelina. Corey, thank you so much. Very fitting. Definitely feeling these cards. Great. They're nice. They're really supportive. It goes back to Boo and Buster's cards of fellow traveler supports all around you. So you have that support to easily walk away. And when I say easily, we all know we have to do the work, right? But once we feel it and we really commit to it, then we can do it. Okay, let's come back here to Alice. Alice asked for a card on grounding. I feel like there's the need to really anchor down at the moment. Get out of your head. Okay, a card for Alice. Alice, I'm going to reflect deck. So this is that square deck that's mostly questions. In fact, it's all questions. But so grounding, which is part of this ground and shield. But why? What's the why on the grounding? What's the why on how to ground? What's the why on why you're not grounded? What do we need to consider? Let's see what we have here. A card for Alice. These are tricky little cards. A card for Alice. This is what I'm going to do with this deck. I have a card for Alice on grounding. It's right here. Okay. Am I following my dreams or am I procrastinating? So here you go, you two. Yeah, so much time for thinking. So are you following your dreams or procrastinating? You're talking about grounding. And so maybe I would say, as you said, there's so much time for thinking. But I had said, pay attention to your thoughts on that detox. So maybe think about what is your dream and coming back to your dream, coming back to sort of where did it all start for you and revisiting that. And does your dream need revision? Or did you have your dream, but then a whole bunch of other stuff got caught in there and you sort of lost sight of your dream? Or are you using the lockdown as a way to procrastinate because there's other things you could be doing for your dream, even though you may be in your 11th week, which is a really long time. So I would say give that some thought. Just how does that sit with you? Ask yourself those questions and go into meditate, go into that Four of Swords and see what you find in there. Okay, coming back to Kathy. And then we have Angelina and then we have Aisha. Okay, Kathy, you'd like a card, general guidance. My mentor is coming up to Indianapolis, making up for lost time. Then I am going to messages from the mermaids for that, for sure. Be spontaneous. We saw this recently too, right? It's all about believing it's possible in the face of adversity. Yes. Here you go, Instagram. So Kathy, in terms of your mentor coming up and things, reconnecting and all of that, be spontaneous. So I think what it's going to be is do your grounding and shielding, because maybe there are some hurt feelings or things like that. So get in touch with that. Detox and decide if you're going to reconnect and bring this person into your life. Let go of any of the past garbage that doesn't serve a reconnection. Okay? And then be spontaneous. Allow this reconnection to go wherever it's going to go. Right? You can jump off, you can make changes, you can do whatever you want, but be spontaneous and let's see what spark comes of it. That was a good one. Okay. Let's see. Angelina. Okay. Angelina. Get a card. Okay. Could I ask for it to be a love reading? Well, of course. So let's get a card from Romance Angels. Let's get a card for Romance Angels for Angelina. What does she need to know about this love reading she requested? Okay. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And here is the other card for this week, now. Here you go, Angelina. Here you go, Instagram. This is what this looks like. So Angelina, I don't know if you saw the readings for the week, but one of the cards was now, which is do it now. Carolina, hola. So this is saying very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. The other cards, exactly as I just showed, were ground and shield and detox. So clearly decide, clearing out, detox, whatever isn't in your highest good for this love relationship that you're asking about, let it go. And then you make space for what it is that's coming, because universe wants to deliver it, but you got to clear some space. Okay. Let's see. We have a card here from a question from Aisha. May I get a love reading? Oh, another love reading. And Kathy, love. Look at all those words love on the YouTube chat. Oh, I like that. You are welcome very much. Angelina, you are very welcome. Okay, Aisha. Let's get a love reading for Aisha. Lots of love. Love, 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 love. Aisha, I think I have to go back to messages from the mermaids. I'm not feeling romance angels. I'm feeling mermaids for your love. Let's see. I'm actually going to put be spontaneous back in because I feel like that could be important. So let's have a card here for Aisha for love. Card for Aisha for love. Yeah, right there on top, Aisha. Miracles. Woo! Here you go. For YouTube. Coming back here for Instagram. So, in terms of love, and it says miracles, what I would say this is, and it goes back to Boo and Buster's fellow travelers and the images on this card, which is to say, things aren't always as they seem, and they're not always as we think they should be. So staying open to what love can be. So being open to it and not being so rigid to what it has to look like, or it needs to include all of these things, because that is putting up blocks to love. So even though you may say, I would like my partner to be a dancer, right? Well, maybe it's not going to be someone who is an accomplished dancer, who can dance super well, but someone who can make your heart dance, who makes you feel like you're dancing up on, a cloud, right? So be open. That's sort of a silly example, but be open to what that can be. And that is the miracle of love. And if you believe it, you'll see it, right? Okay, let's come back over here to Aisha. The decks and card is beautiful. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Stacy, thank you. I have to sign off. Great reading. Bye. Thanks for joining. Okay. Boo and Buster. Sarah asked for a card. Mine was spot on. I'm sorry. I didn't see Sarah asking for a card. Sorry about that. Somehow I missed that. Okay. Laurie, perfect example. Well, you know how I come up with these silly little things. Okay, let's get Sarah a card. And before we move, let's just quickly recap the week. So starting the week, ground and detox, ground and shield. Super important as we head into this week. Get grounded, do your centering, put up your protective pink bubble or purple bubble or white, whatever it is, do that work. Detox, work on the energy of this last full moon to continue to release what is not aligning with your journey forward. Super important. And do it now, because we're moving into the new moon where we want to be able to set our intentions for what we want next in our life. And take some time out in meditation just to say, this is going to help you get in touch with that. Be still. Find the stillness. Find the stillness within. Okay, Sarah asked for a card. Let's have a card for Sarah. Sarah. I'm going to Cosmic Cat again. Why? Because these cards are so huge, I have a hard time shuffling them. But I love them. So let's get a card here for Sarah. Cosmic Cat. Card for Sarah for Cosmic Cat. We have a card for Sarah for general messages. Sticking right out. Aisha, absolutely. I believe it, miracle. Yay. That's a great feeling. Okay, Sarah. Ooh, conundrum. Up in the air. Instagram, YouTube. This is for Sarah, conundrum. So if this week, you might come up with some things that you find yourself, and I haven't used that word conundrum in a long time. I think I'm going to use that this week. I'm going to find a way to use it. It's a good word. But coming back to your card, Sarah, if you are in a conundrum, coming upon a conundrum, right? Things you're sort of like, ooh, where do I go? What do I do? Ooh. It comes back to the messages of this week of grounding and shielding, detoxing what doesn't serve, because when you detox what doesn't serve, the conundrum starts to clear up. We just saw the word clearly on Angelina's card, clearing up, right? We saw in Rising Vibes, choose non-action, just be still. Corey, we talked about listening and going within with that Four of Swords. So things will become clear and you won't feel like things are so up in the air, which is why grounding and shielding is showing up here, right? Getting grounded so that you don't feel like things are so much like that. And that then things will become very clear to you and it will no longer feel like a conundrum. But I think there has to be the quietness, the stillness, the looking to your others for support, all of the other cards that are showing up here. And going back to Alice's card, am I following my dreams or am I procrastinating? Right? I feel like those two have something to say to each other. Okay, that was for Sarah. Okay. All right, did anyone else have a question, or are we wrapping it up? Those are some good cards out here today, everybody. Really good cards. But you see the theme, right? It's like there's going to be a lot going on up here, and we just have to sort it out. And the way we're going to sort it out is by looking to our support team, acknowledging all of our blessings, going within, and just being real with ourselves, like asking ourselves the question, am I following my dreams or am I just procrastinating, right? Ask yourself the hard question. No one else is going to ask you, except me probably, but okay. Henaz, hello everyone, happy Sunday. Hello, Henaz. Bye, Rising Vibes. Can you pull a card for me? Yes. Okay. All right, so let's have a card for Henaz. General card for Henaz. I will go to, I feel like Sacred Traveler. Sacred Traveler is very busy this week, everybody. Let's get a card here for Henaz. Sacred Traveler. Right here. Okay. Hey, can I ask you folks if you are, first of all, are you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Because I've been posting shorts lately, so you can get all of my shorts coming up. Good night to the UK. Sleep well. And if you would hit a like, a share, tag someone, I would love it if you would do that, please. It'll help build my audience, but really help move my work forward. And that's really what I want to be doing. So coming back here to Henaz. Kathy, I love the shorts. Oh, yay. They're really fun. I love doing them. Okay. Look at this. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Here you go. So Henaz, I think you may have just joined recently, but this is smack dab. Here you go, Instagram, in line with all the other cards that have been coming out for this week for people. So cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life forces. So just as we talked about detox, there's your purification. So the message this week, everyone, I will repeat it because it just keeps coming up and up and up, and that is get rid of baggage. Really ask yourself, like, this is your opportunity, right? What on earth am I carrying that around for? Why do I keep thinking that? It's not even a good thought. It doesn't even feel good when I think that. How do you feel when you say that? Do you feel good? If you don't, junk it. It's habit. It's coming from habit. Habit does not serve you. So Henaz coming back here, it's going to cleansing waters, purification. So detox, so that you can activate that life force. It's at waters. So if you're around a body of water, if you take an Epsom salt soak or something like that, do that. If you need to have a good cry, do that. Life doesn't have to be miserable in order to cry. Sometimes we just need that release. So cleanse that, move that, and that life force will be activated strongly. Going back to Corey's card with that page of wands, that's that wand energy. Okay. All right, everyone. So I think that's all we have for today. So thank you, everyone, for joining. If you missed any part of the reading, you always can go back and watch the replay. If you are not subscribed to my newsletter, you will find the link down below in YouTube. You'll find it in the bio on Instagram. If you care to make a donation, contribution to my work. You also will find the link in there as well. So I appreciate all of that. And for those of you who have contributed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And my newsletter, the September issue, will be coming out soon, which will include a reading for the month of September and then other things. So hop on over there, and I will see you all next Sunday. It is a long weekend here in the US. I think I will still do a live, so just pay attention just in case something changes and I don't. You're welcome, Laurie. Have a happy week as well. Kathy, love the shorts. Hanaz, great words. Thank you. You are welcome. Thank you for dropping in. It's good to have everyone who's new here. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it. Big love to all. Back to you, Kathy. Ciao, everybody. Have a fantastic week. And detox. That's going to feel good. That's what I feel like. That detoxing is going to feel good. Okay. Bye. Ciao, everybody.